Hey friends, in this lesson what we're going to do is we are going to draw and paint a little mouse on a macaroon. A macaroon is a type of a cookie. So what you'll need for this project is a piece of paper. I'm using a watercolor paper here. If you don't have a watercolor paper, that's okay. Just use whatever you have. You'll need a marker that's permanent, meaning that it won't spread around. If you don't have a marker like this, that's okay. You can use a crayon or a pencil. Another thing that you will need are watercolor paints. You will need brushes, and you'll need some clean water. So let's get started. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go maybe about 5 inches down from the top. That would be about 7 or 8 centimeters down from the top. We're going to make a shape that looks like this. It's a little bit more narrow at the top than at the bottom. All right, so it's a shape that's a little bit more narrow at the top than the bottom. This is going to be our mouse's head and body. Now right here and right here, we're going to put some ears, and mice have really big ears compared to their body. So a big round circle and another big round circle. We're going to add a little bit of detail here. So we're going to add one more line, just like that. Now if I get going a little bit too fast for you, remember you can just always pause this video so you can catch up. Another thing that we're going to put on our mouse is a little tuft of hair here at the top. So that's just a series of zigzag lines. Now we're going to move down here into the body of our mouse. We're going to start with the face, and we'll put the eyes about right here, a little bit lower than the ears. Just make some circles like this, some small circles. And if you'd like to put some eyebrows, you can go ahead and do that. And then a little nose. And then a line coming down from the nose, and a little smile. Now down here on his tummy, we're going to put a circle. And then let's make sure that we get some whiskers on our mouse. So I'm just going to make a few whiskers. If you'd like to make more whiskers than I'm making, go ahead and do that. So these are just going to be some lines coming out, straight lines. And then let's remember to put a little tail on our mouse. I'm going to have my tail maybe come out right here. It's going to be pretty curvy line. And then I'm going to double that up. Now I'm going to put some little hands, just tiny hands coming out from the side. And some little feet. There we go. How cute is that little guy? He's chubby, isn't he? Now we're going to put him on top of a macaroon. So the macaroon is going to be down here, closer to the bottom. So I'm going to come out from right above the foot, and I'm going to make a straight line and then a little bit of a curved line. Same on this side, straight line and a little bit of a curved line. Now we're going to attach these two lines right here with a kind of a curvy line that kind of is more wavy. So watch what I do. I'm going to go up and down, just little tiny waves like this, okay? Now, right under this wavy line, what we're going to do is we're going to make another wavy line. So we're going to come out and go like this. The waves don't have to match up exactly, all right? That's the top part of the cookie. Now we're going to make a curved line coming down like this and a curved line coming down like this on the other side. Now we're going to make more wavy lines, but this wavy line is going to be going out a little bit further than these lines. Let me show you what I mean. So we're going to start at about right here. A little bit of a wavy line going across. And then we're going to come down just a little bit and make another wavy line like this. And then down here at the bottom, this is going to be the bottom part of our cookie. So it's going to look similar to this one up here. So curved line, and then we're going to close that up with a more of a straight line, not a wavy line like these. This is going to be our macaroon right here. Now we can do some decorating on our piece of paper. So I think I'm going to have my mouse and my macaroon sitting on a table. So I'm going to make the table like this, just with a little curve, pick up my marker, move over, and come down the other side like this. And I think I'd like to put some little details down here at the bottom. So you, my dear friends, can put any type of decorations that you want. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some little hearts. I love to make little hearts coming all around on the table. I think I might put some upside down U's on the table like this as well. And that just gives it a little bit more detail. Now for the background, I think I'd like to put some details in the background as well. I think I'm just going to put some small circles like this. I'm not going to put them too close together. I'm going to go all around. This just adds a little bit more detail to your painting. If you see any other areas that need a little bit more detail, go ahead and put your details there. So I use little tiny circles, but what you can do if you'd like, you can use little squares or triangles, you can use spirals, or you can use lines, whatever you feel like you'd like to do. All right? Alrighty, friends, so the next step is we are going to start painting. So let's get our paints ready to go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a paintbrush that's about this size right here. See that? It's pretty big. And I'm going to put just a drop of paint in each of my pans of paint. And the reason why I'm doing this is because it softens up the paint. It dissolves the paint just a little bit so we can use the paint more readily and more easily. There we go. All right, now that my paint is softening up, I'm going to take a look at my drawing and I'm going to make some decisions on the colors that I'm going to use. I think I'd like my mouse to be kind of a light brown color. You can choose any color that you'd like for your mouse. This is your artwork, so you should be able to do the colors that you want to. You should be able to do whatever you want on your own artwork. All right, so I'm going to use brown. If you want to use yellow or green or pink and orange, it's completely up to you. I'm going to use brown, maybe a lighter brown here. Maybe I'll use pink for his ears. I'm not quite sure yet. For the macaroon, I might make that pink. And then I'm going to decide what I'd like to use for the background. Okay, I think my paints are probably ready. I'm going to be mixing a little bit of brown into one of my wells. I'm going to put some water in here like this. And then I'm going to be putting some brown in there because I'd like my mouse to be a little bit of a lighter brown, not too dark. All right, so I mixed up some paint. Oh, perfect. And I'm just going to be painting, 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 pushing that paint around. Remember, when you're painting, it's important to push the paint around and to not have your paint stay in one spot. What I mean by that is if you just go like this over and over and over and over in the same area, what can happen to your paper is it can start breaking down, meaning you can get a hole in your paper. And I've seen it happen before because I teach kids, and sometimes that's what happens if they go over the same spot over and over and over again. So I always remind them to keep that paintbrush moving. Move that paintbrush around. All right, I had to mix some more paint there because I ran out. So I'm still moving this around. There we go. Oh, forgot his little hands. For his feet, I'm going to make more of an orange color, a light orange. There we go. And then, you know what I did forget? I forgot to paint this part of his ear brown. So let me go ahead and do that. If you get a little bit too much paint on one area and you'd like to lift it off, you can use your handy dandy paper towel. Just go like this and it'll lift off your paint. Okay? Put some on this side too. All right, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to paint my ears light pink, and I'm going to paint my macaroon pink as well. You get to paint your ears and your macaroon any color that you'd like, so go ahead and do that. This is what I'm going to do. I am going to just start painting, and I'm going to be painting the ears, I'm going to be painting the macaroon, I'm going to be painting the background, and you can either watch me do this or you can get started on your own artwork. It's up to you. I'm going to speed up this video so it won't take me that long. It'll look like I'm speed painting. I do want to mention one thing. When you are working with wet watercolor paint, what can happen is if you touch one wet watercolor section with another, the paint can actually go into that section. It kind of spreads around. That's the beauty of watercolor paint. So if it starts spreading around, you can either stop it with your handy dandy paper towel, or you can let it go to see what it does. I always like to kind of let it go to see what it does because I like it when it gets a little bit out of control. All right, friends, I'm going to continue on and you can watch me. I'll see you back here in just a little bit. Alrighty friends, I'm back and I'm almost finished. I'm going to just add a little bit of orange to this table and a little bit of a really light orange to his tail. So let me do that now. Alrighty friends, I'm back. I'm really happy with the way that this little guy has turned out. I decided to leave the little dots, the little circles white on the background because I think it looks great that way. So I hope that you enjoyed this lesson. I will see you next time.